My name is Vandita Pal. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are gathered here to discuss on the topic that school education should be made free and compulsory, and I stand for the motion. So, school education is the process of facilitating learning or acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits. Every human infant comes into this world devoid of the characteristics of a fully developed human being. This does not simply mean the ability to read, write, fend for themselves, walk around. It means that he is devoid of reasoning power, the power that separates an animal from an infant. However, this crucial distinction between an infant and an animal is that these reasoning powers, this ability to reason, they are imbibed and they are within that infant. The process of growing up is the process of the development of a child's faculties. Every child has a right to education. A good school education enables a child to learn and to grow, developing their gifts and potential. Going to school helps a child to relate to other children. It provides children with the tools of learning and the richness of the wider world that gives them the chance later on to obtain work and contribute to the society, which cannot be provided by homeschooling or any other alternative, because even homeschooling requires finances and a suitable environment, which not everybody can give. Now, the opposition will argue and state that at any instant, if there is an option between starvation and education, starvation will be the priority. However, ladies and gentlemen, poverty is the principal cause of hunger. Hunger is not the principal cause of poverty. A sacrifice made by one man can change the life for the generations to come. I quote an example. I am not educated, and that is why I wanted to ensure that my children are, said Jayakumar Perumal, an auto rickshaw driver from Malad, whose daughter topped the nationwide chartered accountancy exams. A man without education is like a building without foundation. Education broadens your horizons. It dispels darkness. Just like a candle illuminates a dark room, compulsory education emancipates superstitions and negative thinking, providing a positive vision and reasoning ability. Denied. The world is a mix of cultures and ideas. What if the cure of cancer is trapped in the mind of someone who cannot afford education? Not all are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Over 3 billion people live on less than $3 a day, just enough to afford 2 square meals. How can you possibly expect them to pay for education? I ask the opposition, if education is not the solution to change the $3 a day to $300 a day, what is? Education is no product that can be purchased. It has no price. It is priceless, ladies and gentlemen. Yes?
Ma'am, can you please tell me why the people who can afford education should be given free education?
Are you trying to say that, if those who afford education, they should not pay? How will you bridge the gap between the rich and the poor? How will you? There will be no equality then. Free education will not allow the studying of subjects such as science, math. It also promotes fairness. It inculcates in children the value of equality from a very young age. Kids from different backgrounds, they get together, they study together, they learn to respect each other. Denied. It encourages holistic development. It allows exposure to the world and around and discovery of new options. I ask the opposition, you two are on the verge of completing your education. Are you trying to tell me you're not happy with the end product? Thank you.
I study in a private school. The compulsory education system that we're talking about is a government-funded education system which will take place in public schools. The public schools do not necessarily have the same quality of education as private schools. So how can my satisfaction with my education necessitate that people who study in public schools, government-funded public schools, will be satisfied with their education?
How do you know they're not satisfied?